Good evening, boys and girls. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Martin with Belleville Auto Spa. Today's video is going to be a thorough paint correction on a single door panel. Now I say a single door panel because a friend of mine, also a long-term client as well, recently got a door ding, little minor incident with another car. They just gave him cash to get it fixed, and they found this panel in a junkyard. And let's just say it's a little worse for wear, but you know what, they're saving money on it, which is great. And they knew I could work my magic on it, so we're gonna see what we can do. Before we get over to that though, we're just gonna go over, these are our tools of the trade here. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing the cutting stage with the Max Shine M1000 rotary polisher with a Lake Country blue foamed wool pad with CarPro Ultra Cut. And I'm doing a full two-step on this because it's just a single panel. It's not all that difficult for me to do anyways. And then we're going to be doing our polishing stage. I still have this pad on it, but I think I meant to grab the other pad if I can find it. Where is it? I know you're in here. Okay, nope, yeah, that is the pad I meant to grab. Okay, so we're going to do the finishing stage with this Lake Country HDO, what is it, a medium polishing pad. That's how I'm going to finish it out. Okay, this is black paint, so it's gonna show any mistakes that I leave in there. But first, before we do that, we're gonna prep it. So what we're gonna prep it with, this is Wolfgang Uber Rinseless Wash. I'm gonna clean the panel off with that, and then I'm gonna clay bar it, still using Wolfgang Uber Rinseless and this Griot's Garage. I think, what do they call it? Brilliant clay or something? It's a synthetic clay mitt. I'm opting not to do a iron decon because I'm not washing this outdoors, but honestly, I don't see any rust spots on it. It doesn't really need an iron decon. Clay bar will get it done, and that's what we're going to do because we're doing everything waterless this way, and I don't want that stuff stinking up my garage. But it's going to look good either way. Anyways, it is a big door because it comes off a two-door car, so it's a rather long one. So that's going to be fun. But let's get to it, and I'm also going to be ceramic coating it with Seaquartz UK 3.0 ceramic coating, and got my inspection light. So these are the tools of the trade, guys. There's going to be links to all these products below if you're interested in purchasing. Oh yeah, we're using CarPro Eraser as our panel prep. I'm sorry if I'm kind of all over the place, but once we actually get to it, you'll see what I'm talking about. So let's get over to this hood, or this door. Here is the door panel. Let me pick up the camera and put the spotlight on it, and holy crap, yeah, you can see that. That is freaking terrible. Like, just, oh god, the paint is so bad. And we do have a few marks on here, deep scratches. Those aren't going to come out. We're going to do our best to make them look better. And then we've also got some scuff marks, I believe. Where are they? Got some scuff marks, various scuff marks around. And we're going to hit those with some 3000 grit wet sanding. But before we get going, let's get this thing cleaned off first. So let me set this down, get that set up, and we'll get it all clean. Alright, so like I said, we're going to waterless wash this, and like I also said, given the condition of this thing, I'm not too worried about scuffing it up, if anything. So you don't got to worry in a condition, in a case like this about what am I trying to say? Scratching the paint, because it's already scratched to hell. But we're going to do our best. And you don't want to get this soaked with water either, simply because there's wiring and everything on the inside of this door. So it's not exactly waterproof in this condition. And I don't want to mess anything up. But you can see there, see the dirt that came off of that. I was going to flip it to the dry side and buff it dry. I apologize for the noise, but I'm in my garage and it's hot, so I gotta keep the air moving and get sweated out of this place. But there, now it's clean. You see the light from the ring light from the camera, but you know, it's cleaned off now. There's no more dirt on there. But next we got a clay bar, so let's get into that. Okay, and again, clay barring, very straightforward, but given the circumstances here, oop, I want that going, bud. I'm just going to hose it down, take my clay bar, a couple sprays on there, and I'm just going to get to work. This is actually not too badly contaminated. I don't feel the clay dragging a lot, which is good. So I'll be able to clay bar this relatively quickly. You can feel in some sections, but as the clay runs over it, I can feel it smooth out. It's a little dry right there, probably because it's right next to the air conditioner. Alright. Got it clayed. That was relatively easy. Like I said, it wasn't too badly contaminated. So I'm just going to wipe this all off. And yeah, it feels much smoother now. And you know, you might be watching this and asking why I clay before I'm going to do a cutting stage. And it's because, guys, you want to work with a clean surface. The cleaner your surface is, the better your results are going to be. Why make things more difficult when you don't need to? Right. Alright, that's dried off for the most part. A little streaky, whatever, not a big deal. Next, I'm just going to show you the spots I'm going to wet sand and just how I do it. And then we'll get into the correction stage. Alright, so there's a nice little scratch mark right there. So this is just a bottle of water. Now again, this does not, it's not going to get the scratch out. Absolutely not. But what I'm trying to do is just kind of round the edges of that scratch so it's not so eye-catching. This is 3000 grit sandpaper on a little applicator puck thing that it kind of uses Velcro to attach to, I guess. And that one's going to be noticeable no matter what. There's a longer one over here. And again, I'm just trying to make them less noticeable, but you're still going to see them regardless. The owner said they can do touch-up paint if they want to. And you see how the water is turning like a milky white right here? That's clear coat in the water. I'm going to see if I can find another spot that is a little scuffed up more. I know this isn't the best example right here. I'm just doing what I can. Here we go. Here's one right here. You see this right here? And this is an edge, so you want to be careful on the edge because you don't want to sand through the edge. Okay, so that was some water. The scuffs are gone, but now, I mean, obviously I scuffed it up more with sandpaper, but that is how you remove marks without getting too aggressive with your polisher, because believe it or not, your polisher is going to heat up the paint and do more damage chasing after it than wet sanding is going to do. But I got a few other spots on here I'm going to get, guys, and I'll be back. The next part will be the, we'll get into the cutting stage here. Okay, now boys and girls, for the purpose of this video, I'm only gonna do it up to this red line. Okay, the rest I'm gonna do off camera, just because I want to get going. But I do want to show you guys. But we'll get a good look at the paint right now. You can see it's just terrible. We got our sanding marks there from the 3000 grit, right here, over here. Let me see. There we go. But just keep in mind how bad that looks. Okay. Now, real quick. Show you something real quick. Okay, this is my Lake Country System 4000 pad washer. Now, this is a rotary polisher. I am by no means super professional with the rotary. I have experience, but I'm always learning. I'm always learning with everything. Now, watching Ivan LaCroix, he made some good points. He said having a slightly dampened pad will help. Especially with rotary. So I'm going to go just clean this pad off real quick. Not that it was dirty, but it'll be nice and damp, so that way I'll get good results. Okay, now the pad's not soaking wet. It's just damp, which is good. So let's get the camera set back up, back looking at the panel, and we'll get started on the cutting stage. Okay guys, so when it comes to paint correction with compound, less is more. Okay, yeah, I know I'm setting this on the panel right now. So, really, this is all we need. Okay? Now, I'm not good at the pickup method of the rotary, so I don't want to make a freaking slinging mess everywhere. But I'm just going to get this slathered where we need it. There's a lot of different methods to apply for the rotary. And yeah, I know I'm not throwing the cord up over my shoulder, because I'm only working on a single panel, so the cord's not going to touch the thing. But anyways, just watch my motions as I do this, if you're trying to learn how to do it yourself. Alright, set that down, and let me grab a microfiber and wipe this off. And we'll inspect our results and see how that did. Now there is a spot right here. Where is it? Right here. I didn't notice it, the panel was so scuffed up before. But it's another scratch mark that I don't want to wet sand out. So I'm probably going to do one more pass over this, but let's just see what one pass did for this thing. Better. Definitely did a lot better, but we got a ways to go. So let's do another pass with the rotary. I'm going to wet sand this out and give it another go. Alright, so I think this time I'm going to move a little bit slower. I'm just going to do this upper section so I don't have to go around the doorknob or the door handle. I'll do the door handle part after. Just warm the panel up a little bit, so keep that in mind. You don't want it to get too hot. It's not hot to the touch, it's just warm. Let's see how that did. Well, that got all the scratches out. Now, what you're seeing there is holograms from the aggressive cutting stage and rotary holograms. You probably see these a lot when your car comes back from a body shop. That's because they usually just have an inexperienced guy hit it with a rotary and call it a day. They don't do multi-step paint correction or anything like that. But yeah, next step is we're going to use some polishing compound to get these buffer trails out. But before I do that, you want to clean it off with some panel prep spray, Carpo Eraser in this case, just so we can get all the polishing oil residue off of there that might be on the surface. Carpo Eraser is my favorite, mainly because one, it works, and two, it smells really good. That's all the reason I need. This just wasn't coming out. These, like I said, these aren't going to come out at all. And see how that looks now. Alright. So I'm going to tape off another section and we'll do the polishing stage on there. Alright, so the polishing stage we're going to be using CarPro Reflect, my SPTA cordless polisher, and a Lake Country HDO orange medium polishing pad. And I sounded silly just now because I was shaking up the bottle. But again, you don't need much. And I did run this through the pad washer real quick just to make sure it's clean, primed, yada yada. I'm going to polish this section, and then I'll show you guys how the various stages of paint correction look. Now what I'm doing right now, I'm just spreading the polish around. Now I'm going to actually polish. Okay, now when you're polishing, you can move faster because you're not trying to remove as many defects. Now I'm going to take this microfiber that I was using, flip it over to the other side. Wipe off that polish. Hit it with an eraser. Wipe off any residue. Let's see what we got. Very, very nice. I mean, it's the best it's going to get for a junk panel. There's still some, I think those are just, yeah, those are sanding marks. I'm going to have to get those out. It's my fault. But look at the rest of this, okay? This is the polished side. It's not perfect. This is the cut side. This is what we had before. So from that to this a lot better. But that's going to be it for this, guys. I just wanted to show you how you can achieve pretty good results. Obviously spend more time on it and don't do it while you're recording a video and kind of feel rushed. But yeah, this is going to come out really good, I think. So if you I don't know if you follow my Facebook page or not. It's facebook.com/BellavoroAutoSpa. I will put that down below. Go follow my page, and I'm going to put the end results of this on there just so you can see how it looks. And I mean, this is a junkyard panel, yes, but it is going on a car. But you know, you can get junkyard panels yourself from body shops or you know what have you, and practice. That's all I can say is just, you know, practice and see how it works out for you guys. If you got any questions or anything, feel free to leave a comment below, or feel free to message me on my Facebook page, and I'm happy to answer any questions you've got. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. I appreciate all of you and all your support. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. Almost at 2,000 subscribers. Really loving doing these videos for you guys. But thank you, appreciate you all. Keep them clean, have a good one. Alright guys, so I just wanted to add to this video because I was having a lot of trouble getting this paint to finish out, and just for the life of me I could not get it to just finish out to as good as I want it. So this was, I've tried a bunch of different polishes and all this crap was left behind, and like I think this paint is just harder than I expected it to be. So here's where I ended up using a 3D1 and a Eurofiber pad. Over here I tried, if I can get that to focus, over here I tried 3D ACA 520, Copro Reflect, both with a Lake Country orange pad, and it just wasn't enough. So I mean, you can still see there's like etching there. I don't know what that's from. The cutting stage just didn't get out or uncovered or whatever, but yeah, Eurofiber 50/50 pad and 3D1, that's gonna do it. And after, you know, it's not 100% perfect. We're not aiming for 100% perfect, but you know, it's a lot better than it was. So that's the results we're gonna go with. And yeah, that's it. So you can see over here, I got the Eurofiber pad and the polisher. I've got all my different compounds out. You know, we started with Ultra Cut and Reflect. Then I had to up it to 3D ACA 510 on some parts, which is their heaviest cutting formula. And then ACA 520 I tried to use to finish out. It just wasn't enough. So with 3D1, it's a good intermediate between Eurofiber 50/50 pad, and that's doing the trick. So yeah, guys, I appreciate you watching this far. I haven't encountered paint like this, but again, this has been severely neglected. But that's going to do it for this video. Any questions, please comment down below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Keep them clean. Have a good one.